you know?
Hey guys, just got out of like a massive major workout. My thighs are pumped, everything's pumped up so big. I can't even, I pass a mirror and I'm like, wait a minute, where did Sean go? And he's right here. But who am I kidding? I didn't work out. I never work out. Welcome to SmartLess.
SmartLess.
I woke up this morning about the NASA thing. Did you read this thing today?
What happened?
That the Voyager, it's like 15 billion miles away.
Yeah.
And they don't quite know there's something going on with it where they're not receiving correct information, but they're still receiving information. And I'm interested in that shit. Did I just lose everybody?
No.
Yeah, you want to try to stay away from just half stories.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
you're
that's what
asking
I was going to
folks.
say. I was going to say, like, I'd be interested if you gave me actually anything interesting to think about.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what happened with I got my MRI back from my neck.
This I want to know about.
Okay.
Okay.
And what'd they say? It's
No, I got a
achy?
better
It's
story.
a pain in the...
Okay, so listen. So this is a true story. As you can notice, I got my hair cut yesterday, right? It's really, really short. And I got a little color in there, too. So skevo, blah, 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 joke, skevo, Greek, fantastic.
Oh,
so
hang on. Is that what we do now to fucking... What the fuck is going on? What are we at, a kid's birthday party?
So I'm sitting
Oh,
there.
no, wait.
this
You
is-
just glossed over the rinse. You put a rinse in there, huh? What's
Yeah,
the
rinse.
name of the color on that
I have
rinse?
no
It's usually
fucking-
something like Chestnut Forever or something like that.
No, that's my handle on my profile and my...
On your weight is... No,
It's two words. Chestnuts.
No, it's nut on chest, right? Please, nut on chest.
.com. We really got to get a snare drum in here.
Oh, I got that whistle.
Oh boy, here it
Here we
comes.
go.
Here comes
Hey,
Shecky. Go, Shaq. There it is. So,
All right, so listen. So wait. So I'm sitting there, and you know Chris McMillan, who does your hair, Jason.
Sure.
So he's sitting on the other side in his station across, and I go, Chris, get me something like a piece of candy or something. I wanted some sugar or something sweet. And he goes back in the bag. He's like, I don't have anything. You want me to make you a peanut butter sandwich? I was like, nah, I don't want that. So I'm sitting there, and Skevo's cut my hair, and like 10 minutes later, he hands me a bag of chocolates. He sent somebody out to get me chocolates.
It's full service over there.
Isn't
Chris
that the
McMillan.
nicest thing in the world?
Chris did or Skevo did?
Chris did.
That's pretty
Isn't
nice.
that the guy who owns the salon?
That's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
nice.
I know, Chris.
I know, for Tracy.
I can't believe you're asking them for snacks in there. Why don't you just go in there and behave
Also, there
yourself?
wasn't a please in there. You were like, hey, Skevo, give me some candy. You said, hey, Chris, give me some candy.
I know.
What is going on? You're a
He was so
tyrant.
sweet. I can't believe that he actually sent somebody out to get me chocolates.
Also, who eats peanut butter in a hair salon? The hair's going to get stuck in it? Gross. That sounds disgusting to me.
Well, anyway. Listen, I don't want to keep our guest waiting.
I do.
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
I'm
so with
super-
all this momentum, this hilarious momentum, let's go ahead and intro the guest.
I'm super excited about our... Don't make me do it again. Okay, I'm
Relentless.
super excited
It's
about
just
our...
at arm's length is what's so weird.
It's
that
so
little
creepy.
slide was
So
like,
close
I'd
to
have to
him.
drive 10 miles to buy one of those, and yours is just arm's length.
I
That's
don't even
right.
know what the search terms are for it. All right, go
I'm
ahead.
super excited about our sweet, kind, funny, cutest pie guest today. I had the pleasure of standing next to her as we both voiced characters in that animated show I did last year, Q-Force, and she made me laugh really hard. She's the epitome of a workaholic. She doesn't stop working. And I'm not sure why she's on SmartLess, because she graduated valedictorian of her class from Milton Academy before attending Columbia as a lit major. She starred in films like Obvious Child and Gifted. She's guest starred on Parks and Recs and Girls and Everything Funny You Can Think of. Earlier this year, she starred with our friend Charlie Day in the Amazon original rom-com, I Want You Back. And she is, of course, the star of my favorite animated character of all time, Marcel the Shell with shoes on. It's the wonderfully talented
I
and
know
hysterical
and
Jenny
love
Slate.
Jenny Slate.
Who's really great.
Jenny.
Hi.
Hi,
Jenny, thanks for being here. This is so cool.
Oh my gosh, it's so, I don't know if your guests say this a lot, but like the energy mounting, waiting to be revealed, and then all like, it depends on what your personality is, but if you're like, oh my gosh, what if I'm like a bad surprise and no one cares, or then you guys are so funny and I was laughing and I didn't trust the mute.
No,
I was maybe I'll laugh so hard I'll bust through the mute.
As the youngest of 5 children, I'm a bad surprise. So
here it is.
Sean, don't use
You know what, Jenny? I'm so sorry. First of all, hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
You've never met. You did the Lego Batman movie together.
Oh wait, we've met
but we didn't record. I think we briefly in passing, but this is our first conversation.
We've never had an actual dialogue, so yeah.
Oh well.
Double snub. Before,
what about
double
no
snub.
chatting at the craft service table? Did you guys not?
They didn't have one. Sean, tell Tracy what a craft service table is.
Craft service is where they feed the cast off the side, like with a line of just food on tables.
It's a snack table.
It's a snack table for everybody.
More easily said.
Yeah.
Wait, I read somewhere, Jenny, that you are like, because I'm looking at where you are right now. That
It's
you're
I'm not in my home. I'm not.
That's what I was going to say. Okay, so that's what I was going to say.
Listeners, it looks like she's in a supply closet.
Do you run a travel agency? What's going on? Yeah.
I'm in a supply closet. Okay, look, I'm in a supply closet that.
Looks like you got last night's dress hanging on a hook behind you, too.
There's a toilet underneath me. There's a toilet. So here
that's where you want it to be.
Are you on a boat? Are you in the head on a
Yeah.
Or are you just suffering from colitis right now and you just want to stay ready?
You know, I don't feel safe. I don't feel like myself unless there's a toilet truly screwed in with full-on plumbing into just whatever space I'm in, and I need that, even for podcasts.
Directly under you.
Yeah, so I live for most of the year in a small town in Massachusetts by the ocean, and I live on a little peninsula, and we have Wi-Fi that is like internet that my mother-in-law put in there in like, you know, the late 90s, I want to say, and no one has ever decided to improve upon it. And so when it's raining, literally, it's like raining today. There's not even really a breath of wind, but the internet becomes very bad. And so my husband owns the general store. So I came up here with my computer and my like power cord trailing like a little tail and was so like, can I use it?
Jenny, this is crazy. I know there's not a breath of wind. What's the 5-day outlook?
I'm going to tell you what. Well, we're going to get into the high 70s is what I heard.
Now, Jenny, this sounds like an ideal life you live. Tell us slow about this peninsula and what did you say most of the year?
Store that your husband owns.
Hey,
does he wear an apron?
Here's the thing. In ideal life, still have the same personality that I had in LA. So I'm waiting for the adjustment to kick in for that chillness.
Maybe you need to move to Chillmark.
Come on.
You come. Hang on a second, Sean.
So whereabouts, keeping your safety in mind, so you don't need to get too specific, whereabouts are you in Massachusetts?
Sure. I can see Martha's Vineyard from where I live.
Wow. Are you in Woods Hole?
I'm not in Woods Hole. I'm in what they call South Coast, Massachusetts. And I'm from Massachusetts, and I did not know that this area existed. And my husband and I were kind of... Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Where are you from? Where are you from, Jenny?
I'm from Milton, Mass.
No shit, huh? Matter of fact, I used to know a kid. No, he's from Billerica, but I knew this other kid from Milton. Fucking good kid. You should see this dude.
What's his name?
His name's Sully, obviously.
Oh yeah, everyone is. Yeah.
But he's from Billerica, but he lives in Milton and he works in Peabody.
That's where my cousins live. They live in Peabody.
Are you shitting me in fucking Peabody?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Do they work for the Edison?
What's that? Like the Edison, the
the
Con
fucking
Edison?
power company. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you know.
Like Con Edison?
Jenny Slate, how did you, did you just stumble into this general store one day and you said, hey, handsome fella in an apron?
No, I don't ding, and the bells went when she opened the door?
I don't see a ring on that finger. What about we get a malt?
Yeah,
Is that how it all went?
Listen, it's not how it went. I wish that would be really nice. That's so romantic. But in fact, I met my husband
Online?
Well, in the Arctic.
In the Arctic.
Oh, really?
In the Arctic. I met him in Arctic Norway.
Coming.
What?
I know. It's like it all just sounds like, those
We got
people
time.
who try to
Let's hear
have
it.
stuff to make them more interesting, but they're actually like basic, so they say stuff like this. But
This is a great pitch. This is a great pitch. Keep going. So you guys meet in the
know.
Arctic.
So
What happens?
she's in the Arctic.
Yeah, she's
so
in the Arctic.
she's an artist. She's in the Arctic. She's there for art. But what she does find is love. By the end, you realize that love is art and art is love. And she's standing on the end of a peninsula
Jenny, we love
with a
this.
toilet underneath her. Yeah.
Can I just say that we love this?
We'd
and
like
this
to
is
take this off
exactly
the
kind
table.
of thing we're looking
We'd like to
Thanks,
take this off the
guys.
table now.
Yeah.
Truly, first time I've ever sold anything in the room.
Wait.
as
So
they
you met
say.
in the? How did you meet in the Arctic? What were you doing in Arctic Norway?
I was making a movie there, and my friend wrote the movie, and her now husband is best friends with my now husband.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I was there, and they invited him to come there and like hang out
To
with us.
Norway.
Was it a setup or just a visit?
Well, it was just a visit. I guess there wasn't a lot of pressure put on it.
So you didn't know it was a possible setup. Did he know it was a possible setup? He must have to like pack your bags and fly all the way. For what? There's this great girl here. Like he must have had some sort of carrot there, right? Did he know?
Well, he lived in Amsterdam, so we didn't go that far.
Okay.
It's not like he came from Massachusetts. That would be like totally.
Is he from Amsterdam?
No, he's from Massachusetts, but he was living in Amsterdam.
He's originally from Mass too. What town
Yeah.
is he from too?
Oh, let's revisit this joke.
In
Will.
we live in his childhood home. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. This was
No,
like a
it's
tee
Will's
up.
fault. It's Will's fault.
No, I should let
the
it
funny voice
run
again,
its
Will.
course. Yeah.
No. You know what?
You know what, Bateman? Fuck you.
Shut the fuck up, Bateman.
Oh my
Wait.
God.
Jenny, the reason why I asked about where you're sitting right now, because it does look like a utility closet.
I'm in the closet. Yeah.
Okay. Pause. Will?
Anybody?
Yeah,
Anybody?
anybody?
Hang on.
Oh,
let me just do
sorry.
it
Right.
in advance.
Does anyone ground ball? Guys?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da, just to bank it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I came out of there years ago. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Right.
So, but
Have you ever
I
seen
read-
vaudeville? Because Sean would love to walk you through some of the. Every time on the set of Will and Grace, they all did that to each other.
I read somewhere once that you were like a massive OCD clean freak, because I am a little bit of that too.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
I
got a
don't-
problem.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You do? What's it like what's happening for you?
Like, did you have a messy childhood, Jenny, or something? Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, I did. I did have a messy childhood.
Wait, Jenny, don't drop your voice and get real with us.
I
Okay, we know
did.
that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
I did have a messy childhood. I think that was more
Goddamn
like
right
me
I did.
adjusting in my genes. I did have a messy childhood. Guys, I did. I did. I had a messy childhood, and but very clean grandmothers, like tidy houses, and there was just like a big obvious like, oh, I'm way less stressed out at both of my Nana's houses than in our house, where it's like crazy. It's like
Yeah,
crazy. in
I'm
here.
the same way.
Yeah.
I grew up like in a mess.
So then your OCD comes from trying to create order and cleanliness as opposed to trying to avoid germs.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I mean, obviously, I'm kind of like at the COVID level of afraid of germs that maybe most people are. But
Sure.
for me, a tidiness means like untidiness means like an unsettled mind,
Yeah.
and it like makes me feel crazy. And there are like little things that, like, I don't understand why you would ever leave anything open. Like why you would leave a cabinet open,
No, I can't
the
get that either.
dishwasher ajar. That's crazy to me.
How about that toothpaste tube? What's
Toothpaste,
wrong with people?
that's not for me. It's not. It's more. I'm
Yeah.
with you on the people who can leave
leave
a
anything
cupboard that much open. I'm like,
It's
just
crazy.
close it. I was just my friend Eli.
what else are you leaving open, right?
What?
Because if you leave those things open, what else are you leaving open?
Holy
right?
shit! Holy
Right.
shit! Shit just got
Right,
real,
right.
you guys. Hey, wait,
Right.
Sean, you're not first of all, Jason, the term OCD is way overused. It's not
Yeah,
OCD.
I don't have
Right,
OCD.
right.
Just to be clear, it's not OCD. So
Right.
nice
It's
try.
not.
It's the same way that everybody says that I don't know. We just use a lot of these terms that are just, a little
Sorry, man. I'll
overhyped.
work on it.
Okay. Thanks. I'm a little intense today, Jenny, because my
we interrupted him right in the middle of it. What were you blasting buys and
No,
what was
just
today?
doing a little boxing, bro. Just a little boxing.
Right on.
Yeah,
were you winning or?
I hope so, because I was up against a bag.
All right, so Eli.
But Eli he would go when we were in Atlanta, and I'd come to the kitchen in the morning, and there'd be 4 glasses, some cups, and whatever stacked next to the sink, and I'd go and stuff open. I'd go, can you at least forget? I get you're not going to put it in the dishwasher. Can you not put it at least in the sink? It is how much it's easier. Gravity would take your hand down even further into the sink.
And run some water in it.
And run some water in it and just leave it. And he literally at one point just kind of looks and he goes, "Yeah, I don't know."
You got a deal on this roommate, huh?
Yeah.
Scotty can't handle when there's actual pieces of food in the sink too. Like if I just put a plate down,
He has to rinse it out.
Yeah, I always clean the food, make sure there's no food in the sink, but I don't really put the dishes in the dishwasher. He likes to do that.
He likes to do that.
Oh, that's nice.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Thank you to ButcherBox for supporting the show. Get cooking, guys, with the best meat on the planet. It's ButcherBox is the subscription service that delivers high-quality meat and seafood right to your doorstep. Choose from a carefully curated selection of 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, wild-caught seafood, and more. And right now, new subscribers, you can receive free salmon for a year plus $10 off your first box. Here's what I love about ButcherBox. I don't have to think. I know you already think I don't think anyway, but listen. You don't have to think. I love it. It's right to your doorstep. You open up. You know it's going to be fresh. You know it's going to be good. It's frozen. You stick it in the freezer. When you're ready to eat it, it tastes like so fresh. It tastes delicious. I love it. And again, the convenience. It's right at your freaking door. But it feels like you're just caught it out of the ocean. You know what I mean. Every month, ButcherBox ships a curated selection of high-quality meat right to your home. No antibiotics or added hormones. Packed fresh and shipped frozen for convenience so you can save time on your next grocery store trip. Customize your own box or go with one of theirs. Either way, you get exactly what you want. For a limited time, ButcherBox is giving our listeners a special deal. ButcherBox is offering new members 2 pounds of salmon free in every order for a year. And when you use code SmartLess, you'll receive an additional $10 off your first box. Sign up today at butcherbox.com/smartless and use code SmartLess to get free salmon for a year plus $10 off. Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. And the word from our sponsor sounds a lot like me. So, my mom was going through Alzheimer's before she passed away just a few years ago. It was really tough, and not just me, but my whole family. But it's personal to every single human that has somebody they love that's going through something difficult, right? And so everybody can relate to that. And for me, going through that with my mom, it's very depressing. It's a lot of pressure. It gives you anxiety. And I really needed someone to talk to. And I wish I had something like BetterHelp at the time. Life can be overwhelming, and we all feel it, right? Without even knowing it. Symptoms can include lack of motivation, irritability, fatigue. It can leave you just feeling bummed out, right? And any of our roles in life can lead us to feel that way. So BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself. Talking with someone can help you figure out what's causing stress in your life. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/smartless. That's BetterHelp.com/smartless. SmartLess is brought to you in part by Nationwide Pet Insurance. Did you know more pets go missing on 4th of July than any other day of the year? Between barbecues and festive fireworks, it's easy for our pets to get separated from us. It breaks my heart. I can't even think about it because of my dog, Ricky. Lost Pet Prevention Month is coming up, and our friends at Nationwide Pet Insurance have put together some helpful tips to keep your pets safe and at home all summer long. Preparation is key. Keep your pet's identification tags current and easy to read. Check that gates and windows are closed and secured so frightened pets can't escape. Fireworks can be scary for pets, so consider putting them in a quiet room or a crate away from the windows. Toss in a few of their favorite blankets and toys to help them relax. If your pet does get out, act quickly. Start by sharing your pet on social media and checking with shelters and local vets. And don't give up. Lost pets, especially microchipped ones, can be found weeks later. So prepare for the unexpected and protect your pets with nationwide pet insurance. Get reimbursed for unexpected expenses related to injuries, illnesses, and more. Build a custom plan for your pet's needs at petinsurance.com. Nationwide is on your side. And now back to the show.
Jenny, I don't know if you're like this. I like things to be orderly and stuff. And at the same time, I'm not a germaphobe, but I just like things to be kind of clean and sorted.
Yeah, I like that too. I like to display my kitchenware like it is sort of a useful art installation. When people move the bowls around, I'm like, okay, but I know it's not okay to be unchill about that. But then when sort of the people are gone, I'll put it back.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I like to, I think it's about respect. I really do. And I like how it
I'm
feels
with you on that.
Close the circle. Like when I make dinner every night and while the thing is, I was just saying this to a friend. I guess this is a big thing. I love a clean station. Sure. And when whatever's on the stove getting, having its final, moment on the stove, I do all the dishes I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
get that.
It feels so good to me.
Mm-hmm. I get that. You know what? I'm going to share with you guys a story that I haven't really told you before.
Tuck in, guys.
Wow.
I think I was kind of messy when I was younger. I went to all boys boarding school. Okay. And when I was there, I was in 7th grade. I was 12. And hang on, it gets mildly interesting.
At 12?
Okay. And one day, the guy who ran the house kept telling me, you got to clean your room, Finally, one day I came back and my shit was everywhere. And I came back and all my shit was gone from my room. And I go, where's my stuff? And he goes, come with me. Uh-oh. And he'd taken all my stuff and put it in garbage bags and put it in the back of his car. and he drove me 6 miles away.
What?
And I had 4 garbage bags full of stuff. And I was a little 12. I hadn't, and these big bags of stuff. And he was like, put them down. And he said, hopefully now you'll learn to clean your room. And he drove away. And so I had these 4 huge bags and 6 miles. And I thought, how am I going to do it? So I started doing 2 bags, 50 yards, go back, get the other 2 bags. So they were too big.
Are you kidding me?
No, I swear to God. And at a certain point, I thought, I'm going to fucking break. What's going to happen here? And I was like, you know what I got to do? And I just opened and I started putting everything on and jackets and whatever. And I managed to get most stuff on and then just had a small bag left of stuff.
Oh my God.
And I walked like a Michelin, true story. And I walked back and I remember crossing the first soccer field towards my house and him seeing me way sooner than he thought he was going to see me. And I was carrying the shit, but I was wearing everything. And I felt like a fucking king. And I was like, fuck you. I figured it out, you dummy.
And then did you just throw it all over your room again?
But you know what? Last laugh on me. From then on, I was much better. I was much better about cleaning my stuff.
This was a boarding school?
Yeah. This is 1982.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember when my dad got blasted drunk one night, which was very, very often. He came home. And,
what?
And the dishes weren't done, so he's really furious about that.
Did he take an Uber, do you think?
He took all the dirty dishes, and we had linoleum tile on the floor, on the kitchen floor, and he put a dirty dish on every single tile, so you couldn't walk on the kitchen floor.
Oh, so he was a psycho, too.
He was a little bit of a psycho, yeah.
God darn it. We've really got to find him for a very special Christmas episode of SmartLess. He's going to be my mystery guest.
This is a recurring theme, Jenny, just so you know.
By the way, and also, sorry, Jenny, we'll get back to you in just 2 seconds.
No,
you want to answer?
I got to get that.
Take that.
Is that my dad?
Jenny,
That's
can you bring the fucking bounty up to the front? We need more fucking bounty.
Get the phone, Jenny. God
Jenny,
damn
get
it.
the phone. Jenny,
should I answer it?
where the fucking trash bags?
Answer it.
Answer
Yeah,
it.
see what
Let's see what it is. If it's an
Answer.
order for some milk or something.
Somebody answered it.
The machine got
Somebody
it.
answered it. I guess I...
What if you answered the phone and the person said, you get off this fucking podcast right now. You shut your goddamn computer and you get off the fucking podcast with your Hollywood friends.
So wait, Jenny, I want to ask you, you've done a million voiceovers, and you're a regular on Big Mouth and Bob's Burgers, right?
Yeah, and The Great North, it's on Fox.
And The Great North on Fox. I mean, it's so, why voices? When did you learn, you could do all of these different things with your voice?
I honestly feel like I didn't know I didn't know this could be an actual job that you can do a lot. And I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I think it is the most fun. It's challenging creatively, but it's really also really easy. Not that I'm showing up in my PJs, but do you hear these ladies behind the door?
It's good. It's good atmo.
No,
it's all
we
good.
haven't asked, are you in the supply room of the general store?
Yeah, I'm between the groceries and the books.
No, are you really in the
my
supply?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And right now it's 1:31 there, so you're got the lunch rush. So is Ben slapping together a bunch of pastrami sandwiches and who's number 35?
Yeah.
So he owns the store, but he doesn't work here every day. He and his brother. So his great grandmother used to come to this store. His family has lived in this town for a really long time. And during the pandemic, he and his brother bought the store and did a little work on it. And they put a bar in here and a bookstore. And so he's kind of he's the store owner. And then he comes here every day to do like little things for the store. But there's a lovely woman named Marianne who is the manager. And she is letting me be in her office.
Can you still do all your voiceover work given the Wi-Fi limitations out there?
I can, but sometimes it's really bad. I do it in the linen closet between my bedroom and my daughter's bedroom. I have a little baby. Yeah, she's 17 months old.
Oh, congrats.
And,
I thought of it. That's so amazing. First of all, I thought of the name for your autobiography if you ever want one.
Here we go.
Sure, let's go.
Closets. Because you have a lot of closets in your life.
You got to get the slide flute out,
Or just
Sean.
my life in closets,
It's really clever.
Yeah, thank you.
So, who was the tougher transition from you from living single and having all your stuff in an orderly way? Was it harder for you to get used to living with Ben or the 17-month-old? Mm-hmm. What's been the bigger transition?
Great question.
Thanks,
That's
man.
a really good
Oh,
question.
Jason, which one?
Take your time.
It does come down to the neat freak thing. I think it was harder with the baby because also Ben, understands what I say. And so when I'm I don't like when that's
But
like that,
does
he doesn't just be he
can understand a threat when he hears one.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. Yeah, whereas the baby just doesn't understand my threats yet.
Isn't that amazing how you cannot negotiate with something that doesn't speak your language? That was a big, big lesson for me. I can't just say, well, you're not having, dessert tonight or whatever. They don't care. For the first couple of years, you got to just deal with it.
Yeah.
So, Jason, what was the age that your kids finally were able to understand? I'm going golfing today. What was the? Because for a while they just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was they were 12.
But wait, so Jenny, so you have a 17-month-old daughter.
Yeah.
And you guys, and now you're firmly living back in Massachusetts, and Ben and his brother have opened the general store, and you're there, and you've kind of, are you done with the West Coast? Are you done with LA? Are you done with New York? Are you just this is where, for now, in your mind, are you this is my life now, living here?
I like it here more, but we still have my house in LA. On the east side.
Nice, huh?
Yeah.
On the east side. Is that what you said?
Here's the thing. On the east side in Silver
By the
Lake.
way, that's a Massachusetts thing to say, by the way, which is must be nice.
Must be nice.
Oh, yeah, must be nice. Got a house.
What does Ben think about what does Ben think about Los Angeles?
He likes it a lot. We had 2 years there before the baby was born, and he was like, whoa, I can't believe you just pick an orange off the tree and you go for hikes, and it's very chill. We don't have a super flashy lifestyle, so I think he was like, this is vacation-y. This is pretty vacation-y, which it is. And my best friends live all around us and everything, but I will say about our house in LA, it's a beautiful, small, old house. I bought it when I was single, and I was a heavy stoner, and the refrigerator is not even in the kitchen. It's in a tiny room off the kitchen. And at the time I was I was single and I was like, it's like under the Tuscan sun. Like, I'm just going to buy an old house and just live in here and have all my shirts. And like, this will be very romantic for me. And then he came. You know what I mean? Like, just like, oh, my blouses. Like, it's just me and my blouses. And I just don't give a hoot anymore about anything. I'm just living in my old home. And then Ben came to live with me. And I was like, oh my God, it's so messy in here. Like with two people even. It's crazy.
And Ben's like, where are all these shirts from?
You're like, what? You never told me that you had so many blouses.
We need to open a general store. Yeah.
Right. Totally. Just drove him to that. So anyway, so I was like, oh, I love this house. Then he came and I was like, ooh, there's kind of a lot of stuff in here now with two people. But I felt like it was fine. And then now with the baby, and also we got a dog during the pandemic, like a beautiful large border collie mix. That house is like, it's just really hard. It's way too small, and the stairs are really loud. And
You okay, Will?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Take a minute, man.
Sorry.
Just throw open your mouth.
Clean the microphone a little bit, I guess.
Sorry.
Yes.
Christ.
It's like my favorite. Truly, will never have a better joke than burping.
I mean,
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, you guys.
Welcome to Barstool
not
Sports.
at
So, but you guys have decided we're going to. What is your child's name?
Her name is Ida. Ida.
So
Ida.
you guys said we're going to raise Ida in Massachusetts, not out here in LA. Good
I think
choice.
so.
Tell me what's
They
happened
were like,
to
where do you want to live? And she said, I don't know.
or Idaho.
Oh, you got it.
Thanks.
What happened to your weed addiction? What, did you crack that while you were pregnant? You got rid of all that, or are we back into?
No. She doubled down when she was pregnant. What the fuck do you think?
Yeah, I went straight to meth.
Yeah, I'd like to go wide with that. I'd like to go wide with that on a podcast about how I doubled down. You fucking
9
dummy.
months till the baby's here. I gotta just do all the drugs.
Yeah.
Is it legal in Massachusetts like it is out here in California?
I think it is. I think it is now. I think it is. I had like a bad moment of like, I don't know if it's possible, but I kind of think I overdosed myself on weed. Or like
I've done that.
when it was not with a joint or anything. Like I used to smoke a lot of weed and I could smoke as much as possible, I guess it seemed like. But I took a CBD gummy.
Yeah.
That my friend was like, oh, you need to activate it with the THC dropper. And she was like, but and it was like, because I had like a back issue. I don't think CBD is really real, but that might be controversial. Either way, she was like, if you want it to work, you have to use the...
Gotta kick it in.
Yeah, the THC dropper. And she was like, but you smoke so much weed that... it says between 1 and 3 droppers. You should probably take 3 droppers. So I was like, cool, I'll take 3 droppers. And then...
You had to call your mom.
I took the 3 droppers.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was like the worst experience of my life, during which I tried to watch the movie Amélie and couldn't figure out what language it was in and was just like, what is this?
That movie's so good.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm trying to work it into stand-up now, but it's still like a little scary that this happened. It's like, it's not exactly funny yet because I actually think I did almost die. And I threw up like outside of my bathroom because I like couldn't figure out how to get over the threshold. Like just crazy shit. Went to bed with all my clothes on, my boots, like some like little zipper up booties, like got in the bed that way. I was like, I need to call for help. And then was like, it's too late, Jenny. It's too late. And then I looked, it was 6:45 p.m. and I was like, oh, it was so bad. And it was truly like, oh my God, I really was like watching Amélie being like, when did this movie get so fucking scary? And what language is this? What is this? Like, I don't know. I used to love this. And her hairstyle was so great and everything just looked crazy. But anyway, so then the next day, my friend, it was Jane Levy. Do you know her?
Yes,
you must know. Yeah. So she gave me the THC thing. Anyway, so she called me and she was like, I got all your texts about the patriarchy.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, and she was like, Jenny, I'm so sorry. It wasn't not 1 to 3 droppers. It was I misspoke. It was 1 to 3 drops. Mm-hmm. And so I took like 120 times the dose.
No.
Yeah, and I like ruined my mind. And then and I was like, I guess I'm off weed. And like a couple of months later, I thought I'll just take a little hit and try and get back in. And it was like, it went right back to where I had been that evening. So I'm just done forever. Yeah, I'm not going to try it.
Oh my God. So she saved you. She saved you.
Yeah, in a way she saved me. Yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy.
And we will be right back.
This episode is brought to you in part by Carmax. Let's face it, we love our cars, don't we? Mwah. We have relationships with our cars. They're with us through good times and bad. But like any relationship, it can run out of gas. Sometimes it's you. Maybe you got a new job and you're moving on. And sometimes it's the car. It's not you. It's the car. Maybe it's not giving you the space you need. But no matter why the joy has gone out of your ride, our friends at Carmax make it super easy to say goodbye with online offers in 2 minutes or less at CarMax.com. Just answer a few simple questions at CarMax.com and you'll get an offer that's good for 7 days, leaving you plenty of time to shop around and consider your options. And the folks at CarMax will buy your car even if you don't buy theirs. So whether you're trading in at the dealer or selling off and moving on, start with an offer from CarMax and know where you stand. Learn more and get your offer today at CarMax.com. CarMax, the way it should be. Thanks to our newest sponsor, Audible, for their support. With my schedule and how I'm always on the go, I don't have a ton of time to do the things I want to do, like reading, right? Jason doesn't seem to have that time either. That's why I love Audible. Audible offers an incredible selection of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers and new releases to celebrity memoirs, mysteries and thrillers, motivation, wellness, business, and so much more. As an Audible member, you can choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog, including the latest bestsellers and new releases. All Audible members get access to a growing selection of audiobooks, Audible originals, and podcasts that are included with membership. Listen, there's a lot you can listen to on Audible, but when I want to kick back, relax, really focus, really kind of improve my brain, I listened to something I recorded called An Act of God on Audible. It's a one-man show. You really need to check it out. It's really kind of fantastic. It'll make your life better. Let Audible help you discover new ways to laugh, be inspired, or be entertained. New members can try it free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/smartless or text SmartLess to 500-500. That's audible.com/smartless or text SmartLess to 500-500 to try Audible free for 30 days. Audible.com/smartless. We get support from Medterra. When you're in pain, you don't sleep well, right? It's like, ow, I can't get, what's that? Well, what if there was a way to help alleviate your pain and support better sleep? What? Medterra CBD is home to an award-winning formula for pain relief roll-on and pain relief cream that quickly and conveniently ease tension and discomfort. Customers have reviewed that it helps them with ailments such as arthritis, joint pain, sore backs and neck, and even just everyday stiffness. And once you relax your body after a long day, get ready for the sweetest sleep you've ever had with Medterra's Sleep Tight Gummies. Isn't that a great name? Medterra's pain relief creams supply targeted mess-free relief by leveraging CBD for impactful healing support. Menthol and arnica promotes reduction of swelling, and other organic botanicals like jojoba oil and aloe provide therapeutic effects. Sleep Tight Gummies help you relax before bed and promote a restful night's sleep that helps you wake up without the fog, ready to own the day. The gummies are made from an impactful blend of natural sleep aids and premium CBD. I got the CBD and melatonin Sleep Tight Gummies. You know what it's like? It's like taking a nap in banana bread pudding. It's like warm and cozy. You just want to, you know what I mean? And I love the tropical punch one. It's so delicious. SmartLess listeners should head to medterra.com/smartless to get 30% off pain relief, plus free shipping, roll-on cream, pain relief cream, and Sleep Tight Gummies with code SMARTLESS. Again, listener, that's medterra.com/smartless to get 30% off pain relief, plus free shipping, roll-on cream, pain relief cream, and Sleep Tight Gummies with code SMARTLESS.
And now, back to the show.
Jenny, speaking of like getting freaked out and stuff, you know, your Netflix special called Stage Fright, you know,
yes.
which is so fucking great. I loved it so much. You talk, I love the way it was shot, by the way. It's so cool. But anyway, you talk about like fear and how you hate it and you love it and it motivates you, and how people say, just be yourself. And you were like, that's the worst advice because there's a million people in my head.
Yeah.
How do you choose? Right, Dick. So how do you talk about like the love and the hate of performing live? Like, what is it what freaks you out about it?
I like it so much, but it must be like what adrenaline junkies are like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But not the guy that does the free solo. I actually think that I sound like an old woman, but that really makes me angry that he does that.
There's another one. There's another one that makes him look like
there's the one that he talks about, the other guy,
the Alpinist,
the Canadian kid.
Wait, what?
Yeah, isn't it called The Alpinist?
Yeah, and that one's really sad.
The Alpinist.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, what a documentary. Yeah.
Most of them don't end with don't have amazing endings. You know what I mean?
No, they're not like a lot of times back in the parking lot at the end.
No. Oh, you mean the guy who climbs the ice waterfall at night by himself with no ropes? Does it end well?
Oh, the guy with the bears, the guy who did all those cute movies of the bears.
That one I still need to see.
Oh yeah.
Also, I got busted on not seeing The Revenant the other night at dinner with my parents and my husband because I said that a Snuggie was like that guy in The Revenant who wears the bear suit. And everyone
Leo DiCaprio, you mean?
Yeah, like truly everything. Everyone is like, what are you talking about? You're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio, like the Oscar winner, the actor, the guy. He's not the guy. He's Leonardo DiCaprio, and he doesn't wear a bear suit. Like I guess he gets attacked. I didn't see it because I was too afraid.
It's stunning. You should just see that one scene, or just watch the YouTube special on how they shot that scene.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That seems like at a safe distance.
Oh my God.
There's also a YouTube video about the guys getting prepared to shoot the YouTube video which is amazing. It's mainly
seems like a safe enough.
It's mainly just in the parking lot and putting on Patagonias and shit, but it's good.
Yeah. No, I need to be pretty far afield, I think, of the central experience. I don't really want to. Yeah.
Wait, go back to the fear thing.
Oh, well, I think the fear is that people don't that they won't like me and that they won't think of that I'll be wearing a Patagonia jacket and I'll be like,
they're great jackets. They're great jackets, especially if they're expensive, but if you're a size large, they're great.
They're great.
Sorry, I just had to put that out there.
They're telling just what you need to tell. Yeah.
So that fear of when you're up there on stage and they're not going to like you, if you play that out in your head, is it like that, oh my God, I have no place to go. I can't hide.
Right, because you still do it.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a social thing. I like it that I'm going to have to be up here and they're all going to see me like just like choking and floundering and being out of control and all the things that if I succeed at, they'll see me as a master of like, the moment and like chaos and power or whatever. Not that I see it but I think that would be the other side of it. Not that I think I'm like the master of chaos when I'm on stage.
I would imagine that you'd have to find a place of like the perfect combination between sort of an adversarial relationship with the audience, right? So that you feel sort of puffed up and strong like a worthy adversary and you can defend yourself, but then also kind of be a teammate with the audience too. You want to try to find that connection with them. I bet that's a real challenging place for stand-ups. I don't think I'd ever have the spine to do it.
But it's like a date.
Terrifying.
I think of it like a date. Like you're like, the person could
I actually think you don't have the balls to do it. Spine.
Or the spine. No skeletal structure whatsoever.
Or sack. I don't think you have the sack. I don't think you have any of the undercarriage to do it. Sorry,
Look,
Jenny.
I don't have that undercarriage either, and it's okay.
How often are you still getting up there and doing stand-up?
Well, in LA, I usually go up at Largo, and I was trying to go like twice a week while I was there because I want to make a new special. And that's harder, obviously, like when I want to put the baby to bed and, and I like it when Ben sees my sets because especially after having the baby, it's like, oh, I guess I'm just this person who like complains about like almost everything all the time. I really want him to see me as someone who other people think is like literally in the cheapest way, like popular. Like I would like him to, like everything's fine, but I'm just like, that's such a good, I think it's such a good look, up there on stage. If they're liking you, it's like, oh, right, I forgot that there's this powerful person and it is nice, but it's also really scary. And but I have to do it.
Do you make him the butt of any jokes,
no.
either intentionally or unintentionally? Well, like when you're sharing your stuff about home and the kid and adjusting to that the new life in your house, like do you back into sort of throwing him under the bus at all? I used to do that on talk shows with my wife, and then she straightened me out.
Did you ask permission, or would you just
I didn't, and then I got my snout smacked, and then I started asking for permission, and then she started saying no, and then I started looking for different material.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jenny, I want to leave you with Marcel the Shell because it's so good. I watched the movie last night. It's so good. Here's what I need to say. I've been a fan of Marcel the Shell with shoes on
So good.
forever. I know it's been like over 10 years or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I used to watch those videos all the time. And what I love about it is if you haven't seen it, all you need to know about it is in the title. It's literally Marcel the Shell, and he has shoes on. And you literally play a shell named Marcel. And why the voice? Why the voice? Are you sick of the voice? Tell us all things about Marcel, because how did you think of him? And are you kind of like done or more? Because I can't get enough of him.
Oh, thanks for saying
Like,
that.
wait, sidebar really quick. I loved when
Yeah.
Marcel played taps from his horn, which was a piece of
I love
hollow
that
spiral
too.
macaroni. And
Yeah.
he sleeps in his bread room, which is a bedroom made out of bread, which is fantastic.
Bless him.
And when he plays taps. That is that's like my favorite part of that like sort of, it's a sad part.
Yeah.
It's a sort of like a eulogy part, and it's
Yeah.
so funny, and it's
But
also
it's
so
a spiral
terribly
piece of
sad.
macaroni. And it's
It's like a shofar. In my culture, we call that a shofar. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of secret Judaism put in there. I'm not sick of the voice. I love doing it. It's like, it feels like a, like, I don't know, like a soothing thing. I do it by myself a lot. I like it. It came up one weekend when I was like in a hotel room, sharing a hotel room with like 5 friends, and everyone was like broke, and we were all sharing a hotel room, and like everything you could sleep on was being used, like the cot and the 2 beds and like someone on the floor, whatever. And they were just like all men, and I felt like tiny, and that it was like so messy and cramped in there, and I started to talk to like sort of rib people in that voice. And then my partner at the time had like promised that he was going to make a video for a little show in Williamsburg, and he hadn't done anything yet, and he was like, could I interview that voice, and like maybe there'll be a character, and I'll make something with it. So he interviewed me in that voice, and then he made Marcel's body, and then we just like
how cute.
made that video.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So is he still a part of all the stuff going forward?
Yeah, Dean Fleischer Camp. He's the director, and we co-wrote it together with our friend Nick Paley. And yeah, he did everything.
I love when there's a million one-liners, but you know what Marcel uses for skis are men's toenails.
Yeah, toenails from a man.
Toenail clippings, not the actual toenail, full
Not
toenail.
the full nail.
Yeah, just the clippings. Did I see a trailer for it that's coming out?
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming out June 24th through 8/24.
What?
And you filmed it like over a year ago, right?
It took 7 years to make. And
Jesus.
yeah, we finished it, I want to say, in the winter
Why
of...
did it take 7 years?
Well, because it's stop motion, and we weren't, we were like fully funded by Cinereach. It's like it's not a studio. It's like basically like getting arts grants, basically, and which also gave us total
Freedom.
which was really great. And it took a long time. The film was improvised off of a long treatment. So we would like record, like improvise, and then Dean and Nick would go back and cull through all the audio and start to make a script off of that, and then like write things that we should say and go back into more improvising. And that process itself took about a couple of years.
And then you would do the stop motion.
Yeah, then I think the order was we locked like the audio play, like everything that Marcel and his grandmother is the only other character besides Dean, grandmother played by Isabella Rossellini, who is incredible.
Nice.
And
Wow.
she has a beautiful voice. Yeah. And so we did, and she let us go to her farm to improvise, like when there
Where's
are scenes.
the farm?
It's in New York. Yeah.
City?
Yeah, it's in this city. It's so weird. It's on 56th Street. It's so odd. Yeah, so strange.
It's just a farm, and then what do they just raise improvisers? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's called Yes and Farm.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
so
I
incredible.
just love that. I love that about her. Anyway, yeah, so we recorded it all, and then they filmed the live action, because like Marcel is, like he's in a physical house, and obviously Dean is a real person that you sometimes see like his hand or him walking away. They filmed all the live action, the whole movie's worth, and then they filmed the stop motion animation on that.
It's so good. I love it. I loved it so much. Please go see it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
June 24th.
June 24th.
June 24th.
It's my sister's birthday.
Is that right?
Happy birthday.
Both of them, because they're twins.
Oh, happy birthday.
Quick, what are
both of them,
What are
then.
both their
Happy
names?
birthday.
Well, quick.
Tanis and Shanley.
Good.
Oh,
And what about your brother?
Chuck.
All right. That's bad.
Wait, why do we test me on this all the time?
Jenny, it's such a pleasure. Thank you for being here. I want everybody to go see
Jenny.
the movie.
Jenny.
You're hilarious and a delight.
Yes.
Really
Thanks,
are.
gentlemen. So are
You
you.
really
Wow,
are.
it's really, really fun. This
Next
is
time
really
you're
a
out in
nice thing
Silver
to do.
Lake, come by the SmartLess Studios.
Oh, that'll be nice.
They don't exist.
Oh, they don't. You don't have
We're
to.
building a whole compound out there to rival Isabella Rossellini's Yes and Ranch.
Yep, Yes and Ranch, top of the rock. You can't miss it. It's gorgeous up there.
The rock.
Top of the rock. She's just up there hoeing. Anyway, honey, thank you. We love you. I'm so
Thank you,
proud of you, and
guys.
I'm excited for the movie. I hope it does really well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Jenny.
you.
Please say hi to Ben and Ida.
Yeah.
Tell her I miss her.
I will.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye, bye, bye.
honey.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
You just slam.
Okay, I'll go. I go now, right?
Yeah, you go
You
now.
go.
Yeah.
You go.
I go now. Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
Now.
Bye.
Bye. That's Jenny Slate, y'all.
Yeah, I love
Jenny
her.
Slate.
She is great.
She's great. Slate.
She's a
She's
killer.
funny.
She's a real killer.
I know,
Yeah.
and everybody knows her voices, right? But they don't know that she probably does all of them because they're all so different.
I did a small movie with her. She was on camera, not just the voice,
Oh,
the face, the whole acting, the
What
whole
was
thing.
the movie? What was
She's
the movie?
very, very good. I believe it's called The Longest Week. Wasn't a large film, but she was in it and she was great. I really had a good time with her. She's real fun.
She's super fun, cute, funny, just adorable, super talented.
Oh my God. Great energy, great vibe.
She should teach improv and voiceover stuff because she.
I know, it's pretty good.
Well, Will, so are you going to go back work out and finish that now, or?
No, I was just finishing up, and I'm really rattled. I'm so hungry, obviously.
Well, go get something to eat.
And then I gotta go meet Jason. We got a meeting.
Yeah, we got a lunch meeting. Hey,
Oh,
what
you
do you?
just got
So what are you going to eat prior to your 1 o'clock lunch?
I am fucking.
What's it going to be though? Is it going to be a protein shake? Are you going to ruin all the work you've done this morning, punching that dumb white bag? There it is.
My energy is really plummeted in the last 10 minutes. I don't
It's
know if
sugar.
you
Yeah, no, I
It's sugar.
noticed.
Yeah.
All right, well, why don't we let you go?
Yeah. Go
Thank you
lay
for
down.
coming today.
no,
We're
no,
huge
no, 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 no.
fans.
No, oh wait. And do I
Yeah.
just slam shut?
Yeah,
No,
you
you're
just
great.
slam shut the
Listen,
slam your
and
laptop
if you're
shut.
feeling
I want you
weak,
to
just go
eat.
grab something that looks
Yeah.
like it's got a lot of carbohydrates in it and just take a big bite.
Bye.
Smart. Less. Smart. Less.
SmartLess is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Michael Grant Terry, Rob Armjarv, and Bennett Barbaco.
Smart. Less.
Our next episode will be out in a week wherever you listen to podcasts, or you can listen to it right now early on Amazon Music, or early and ad-free by subscribing to Wondery Plus in Apple Podcasts or the Wondery app.